What is up, everybody? Welcome to some Gummytainment. I'm your host, Gummy Den, and this is the first devlog for a brand new mobile game that I am in early development on. It doesn't even have a name, that's why it's just new mobile game. We will be naming it in the near future, and I will be doing that on a live stream, live on Twitch. We'll get to that a little bit later on, but right now it doesn't have a name, so it's just my new mobile game. This is the first devlog for this game, and we're going to get right into this just so I can go over, everything and make sure you get some value from this, and hopefully you guys are interested in this video. Also, just to let you know, this is my first YouTube video I've done in a little while, and this was actually voted on in the Discord by the Twitch subscribers. One of the brand new perks for Twitch subscribers is they actually get to vote on a bunch of different things. So every month there's a certain vote. This first vote was which video they'd be most interested in on YouTube, and the winner was this mobile game devlog. So thank you for everyone who voted and participated. Thank you for everyone who subscribed on Twitch. And there's more to come. Trust me, the next vote is going to be very interesting. So stay tuned and make sure you subscribe on Twitch, because the vote will be in the Discord. You just connect your Twitch account to your Discord, and it's going to be very interesting to see the next one. I have no idea what people are going to pick, but it's going to be a fun stream. I'm giving away too much. Okay, anyways, moving on. So the new mobile game started on stream. I started it on Twitch, and that was just from a blank slate. I had some ideas planned out. I originally wanted to plan everything out and brainstorm on stream, but I just kind of had ideas start to come to me, and with brainstorming, you really don't want to, lose that and just ignore that. So I ended up brainstorming a lot of it off stream, but I did mention it to the chat and get their ideas, and they did give me a few other ideas and talked about it, and they really liked the general idea, so we went with it. So at the beginning of the stream, we just started coming up with ideas and brainstorming, and I mentioned my whole ideas about the game. So here, let me just tell you what my main idea was. The idea was that there is a goo main character, and he grows a little bit bigger, but mostly he's just going to get stronger. The bigger part was just to do with, his size is going to be a little bit increased when he gets, really strong. But not like that he's going to keep growing bigger and bigger. That I didn't want that to get too confusing. But generally just to get stronger and more powerful as you keep playing, and, that kind of stuff. The main goal of each level is to remove all the enemies in the room and destroy all of them. Once you do that, you beat the level. The long-term goal, more related to the story, is that you become the new Goo King. Basically, there is a Goo King who's not very good. He's the king of, the whole, basically goo, world, I guess we'll say. And, he's not very good, and so this little goo gets the idea to try to start from the very bottom as just kind of the lowest ranking and, not as strong goo, and he wants to become the next king. So that is your whole journey you're going through. That's a very far ways away in the game because you start so small. So the basic ideas were you move by tapping on an enemy to attack. If you hold in a place or an area, which I changed to just you're clicking in an area where there's nothing, then you move towards that. Your character will actually move towards that point. And if you click on the player, then they will block. That's when enemies are trying to attack you, so you actually have a block. You could also obviously avoid them and move around, but blocking was definitely something that I wanted as the main mechanic. Also, there'll be things that you upgrade for the goo player, so you can upgrade their strength, their armor, their health, and you will be collecting goo points, which are going to be used to, as your currency in the game. Now, it is going to be a free game on Android, and there's going to be 3 ways that you can get that I'm going to be using ads to make money. Oh, my words aren't happening right now. Sorry. You can try again, so every level you'll get 2 tries basically if you choose to use an ad. It's not trying again forever. It's just if you lose, you can try again, and you'll continue right from where you are. It's like pausing the game to watch an ad for that. That's a very useful and common one, and I think that's one a lot of people are going to like. Earning goo points. You can earn goo points in different ways, and like there'll be ads you can play to like get more as a bonus, and temporary upgrades which will only be active for a certain amount of time, and once that time is up, then you lose that upgrade. So that is kind of like a little bonus that I'm going to throw in there every now and then, and that's just kind of a fun thing. If you're stuck on a level or it's a little hard, gives you that little boost that you don't have permanently, but it can help you get through tough areas. Now, there are going to be things you can unlock. We've already talked about the upgrades. There's also going to be character looks like skins and stuff like that, and different, visual things. So that is going to be another thing. And of course, world. So to actually unlock the next area, not the next level, but the next world that contains a bunch of levels, you will actually need to use these goo points. So there are going to be cases where you're going to have to go back, but this is a mobile game. This is designed for like, you could play it for a long time or a short amount of time, but generally this is kind of along the lines of how a mobile game like works. Warning, 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 set off the alarms. Okay, the graphics that you're going to see as I was doing this on stream are just placeholder graphics. They were never meant to be, and they never will be meant to be, permanent graphics. I just want to give you guys a heads up for that. They are extremely placeholder. They do look like a 3-year-old made them, and that is okay because it does not matter what they look like right now. That is not something important when you're initially coding and trying to get stuff to work. And just kind of, I was trying to find out if it's fun or, how things worked. So, I'm going to skip on through the stream. After a long time of doing the graphics and the coding, and we already had the planning and brainstorming, and people came up with the other ideas, which I won't get into right now, and some suggestions for later on in the game. This was actually kind of a sad moment. I basically failed. My player code was not working good at all. It was very kind of sloppy the way I put it together, and the idea I came up with to make things function where you're clicking on different areas. And it ended up, after, the stream was going on for a while, becoming very, defeating. Chuckles, who was a person in my stream that also does some game dev. Hey, Chuckles, you might be watching this right now. He's just a green guy in the community as well. He actually said that what he does, and what I've done before when there's bugs and issues, is to step away for a little while and then come back. Of course, this being a live stream, it's very hard to step away for enough time to do that. Like, if I stepped away for a quick BRB for a few minutes, that wouldn't really necessarily work. This is the kind of thing, when you're at this point, that you really need to step away for like a while, which I couldn't do. It ended up that I decided to just end the stream completely after a little while and do a step away like that. So I basically stepped away for a day or two. I also did not do it on stream, so I don't have any footage. I didn't record it. This was a point where I was in extreme concentration mode, and I just wanted to try to recode the player specifically and kind of rework things and see if I can get it to work. Good news, I'm here. We're on the game devlog, and I did get it to work. So this is not that sad of a moment. I know this is seeming like it's becoming very depressing and sad, but I did overcome it. I did make it all work. I redid the entire player code, almost everything. There's very little that was left in. There's one or two things where you click and it detects stuff that was kept, but all the other stuff of moving, attacking, blocking was all redone in a brand new kind of code, which I will show at another time. But like I said, I don't have footage right now of that part of the coding. So yeah, I did redo that. I got it to work. I was very, very happy. And then I was just making progress from there. And then it just kept going. I kept adding the player being able to attack and run towards the, or the enemy being able to attack and run towards the player. Then we were able to add in, all the block mechanics and the player actually being able to lose, and there are shooting enemies and all that kind of stuff. So you can see all that. But now, I really want to get away from these garbage graphics. And the last thing I wanted to do during this devlog that you're going to watch, like during this whole time period that I was working on the game, was to just make the graphics a little bit better. These aren't necessarily the final graphics. These are just a bit more improved. A bit more time was put into them and a bit more effort. And they were also made in Sprite, which is a little more of a better program to make them in than just Game Maker Studio 2 itself. So, as you can see, I even actually added a background, which I'm not sure if I like or not. I'm mixed with it. We'll see. Let me know in the comments if you like the simple idea of the background. It looks a little bit different on the... when you're watching it than I thought it would look. But basically, it's kind of like two colored lines in a color palette, so they match together. Going down the screen, and just like it's like stripes basically. So it's a simple idea. I did also redo the walls a little bit. We'll see how that looks. It's, I don't know, those are kind of like interesting, but the player and the two enemy types are similar looking but a little bit different, hopefully different enough so the player knows. Their behavior is also different. If you noticed, the moving enemies which attack you, they can go up and down or left and right, and this is randomly chosen. So if you play a level, it's not necessarily going to be the same which the way they're moving. A lot of these movements and AI type of stuff is going to be improved and made better, but remember, what I'm building right now is the very first like levels and stuff, so I really don't want these to be too difficult, because the whole point of these are more to like get used to the mechanics, play the game, enjoy it, and really in the beginning levels you really want the player to have the best chance of winning. So there is some little things that I'm also going to be working on editing, like the enemies shoot a little too fast, you know, different amounts of health, all kinds of things to make this better. So there are some improvements that are going to be made as we go along, but the whole basic idea of these beginning levels is they are supposed to be easy, to be honest. Really want the player to start leveling up and progress pretty easily in the beginning, and just sort of learn the mechanics and get that, like, you know, satisfying feeling that they like leveled up and everything. There is no level ups or points worked into the game yet because it's so early on, and because I did have this little bit of setback. But I didn't want to delay this video anymore, and I think this is enough content just to show you my start, my idea of the game, all that kind of stuff. So that's pretty much it. If you want to come hang out with me on Twitch, both to watch some game dev, me playing games, hanging out with the community, having a good time, definitely check me out live on twitch.tv/Gummytainment. As of me recording this video and showing you this video, my current stream schedule is Fridays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and Saturdays and Sundays I stream much earlier at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and for much longer of an amount of time. My stream schedule is always updated on the Twitch. You could also join the Discord as well, and it's there. And so if it does change, make sure you keep that up to date. But if you're watching this pretty close to when it was posted, the schedule should be exactly the same as of when I'm recording this. I would love to see you there. It'd be a lot of fun to both see you, you know, in the comments as well as live. It is different because live is just a different type of interaction and a different type of thing, and mostly all you're going to see, some footage is going to be taken from live streams, because, you know, that is again where I'm doing content longer and where I, you know, have fun to actually interact directly with the chat. So we're done for this devlog. I do have kind of a working thing. I only have it on the PC, as you saw, and the screen and stuff sizing and everything isn't really worked out, but it will eventually be on Android, and we'll be testing it on my phone, and I do have the ability to do that, and that will be coming in the near future. I just wanted to get some basic mechanics and things done first and get some progress, then we'll move it over to the Android build and see what it's like and get that all set for that. Now, if you want to see more from Gummytainment, both on the game and just any type of content, if this is something you might want to see, I also play games, I do challenges, I do fun stuff, so if you want to check that out, make sure you subscribe. It's free here on YouTube, but over on Twitch, it does cost money, so make sure you follow over there, and if you are able to, of course, subscribe as well. Now, make sure you hit that bell icon because we want you to get notified on my content, so make sure you click that. And of course, if you like this video, click that gummy thumbs up like button. I hope you have a great rest of your day or a great night, depending on what time it is there for you. And I hope you remember, it's not just entertainment, it's Gummytainment. See ya!